Being the 16-year-old nerd I seem to be, D&D was always brought up around me during my play at local tournaments and friendly games of Magic the Gathering. However, only recently did I decide to delve further into this, and these are my stories, which entailed soon afterwards. One day during a game of Deceit, while screaming into my microphone about how bad my life was, I screamed my way into someone's heart. No, I'm joking. It's called fucking peer pressure, bitches. That person's name was Travel Sized, and after a couple million matches, we decided we should try to do something on the newish area to us, and that was D&D. After a couple months of cucking around and character creating, we finally dove into a fully fledged chaotic campaign, and there are only a few stories and highlights of this endeavour. Whenever I play any kind of RPG games, my eyes are always looking straight towards the necromancers, the conjuration wizards who make magical constructs appear out of thin air, and blood packs of demons and devils. Even if that isn't the case, I'm always guided towards the strange and out of the ordinary. The idea of throwing a fireball into a crowd of goblins and rats with it ending in a satisfying explosion has always interested me. Everyone knowing that I can't be serious for a long period of time, I created my elf, the shortest and widest he could possibly be. A fat plump boy. This being the case, I decided to create my character, Adrian the Conjuration Wizard, as well as Bard. Being my first time story writing, I decided to write about something completely original. Adrian was an undercover secret detective who solved crimes while maintaining his disguise. However, halfway through one of his masquerades, he was caught and thrown into prison. Aside from my character, we also had 3 others in this unique party. And first of all was Mboss, I can't really pronounce it. The Paladin Dragonborn, which could best be described as a tall beefcake who didn't quite understand the meaning of peace. Thea, the Elven Rogue, whose obsession with books would often leave her frightened and panickingly when she was left without them. And finally Guard, the Warforged, an ancient war robot left alone by their creators and left to rust. This campaign, being our first, it was pretty basic and simple, involving an ancient powerful orb and our quest to receive it for a powerful wizard, whose dress sense kind of reminded me of the late Freddie Mercury. He gathered all the adventurers in a pitch dark room before lights swiftly lit and blinded the party for a few seconds. When the pain faded, Adrian instantly decided, hey, you know what, let's try and seduce this wizard of powerful arts. Just for those who don't know, wizards does ultra glass cannons, which basically means in gamer terms that they'll die in a single hit. After a failed roll, Adrian was slung into the air, combined with the wall, in nearly an instant, resulting in a near-death experience which could have created the worst first game ever. After back and forth from both of our parties, which is all of our members, we decided to head outside and introduce ourselves to each other. Adrian, and can't pronounce his name, so let's call him E. Adrian and E became friends rather quickly. Arguing with a town member, E, the huge fucking dragon, decided to punch Adrian as a warning to calm down, smashing his iron-hide fist directly into his face and fracturing the elven nose into a million little pieces. The final part of this story is the quest that is still ongoing to this day, the quest for the Find Familiar spell. The Find Familiar spell allows the user to create a familiar which can take shape of any animal, but it can't be used for attacking, as a measure used for scouting and your first conjuration wizard spell. The only requirements are 1 gold pieces worth of incense, coal and herbs, this being the combined value of all 3, and finally burning them in a bronze brazier. Me being the sighted player I was, I charged into every shop in town, screaming and yelling for the materials I needed, scaring the insane old lady and making believe she was being robbed, quickly followed by me running into a blacksmith, stealing some random shit before being chased out. Soon after this, the entirety of the small town, which we had just entered by the way, knew the name of Adrian the Madman. Town folks decided to ignore and exile him from their community, ultimately leading to the banning of him entering to any shops and the evil looks which he received for the rest of the campaign. Thanks for watching this video. This took a long as fucking time and my emo elf self just wanted to die. If you guys could lighten the load a bit and hit that sub button, would be highly appreciated. But being serious for a minute, this has been an extremely light summary of half the day of day 1 of the campaign. So if you guys want to hear more, just let me know. If not, I'll just cry myself to sleep. So then again, thanks for watching. Goodbye.
I want to make stop you in my head.